Can you spot the difference between a Lagotto Romagnolo and a Poodle? Most people can't. These curly-coated cousins look so similar that even experienced dog owners get them mixed up. But here's the thing, they're completely different breeds with fascinating histories. Stick around because by the end of this countdown, you'll never confuse them again. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Truffle hunting. Here's something that'll blow your mind. One of these breeds hunts for expensive truffles worth thousands of dollars. The Lagotto Romagnolo is the world's only purebred truffle hunter. These Italian treasures can sniff out truffles buried 3 feet underground. Meanwhile, poodles were originally water retrievers, splashing around in French ponds fetching ducks for hunters. Imagine taking your poodle truffle hunting. You'd probably come home with a soggy tennis ball instead of gourmet fungi. The Lagotto's nose is so specialized that they can distinguish between different truffle species. But wait until you hear about their coats. That's where things get really interesting. Number 9. Coat texture. Both breeds rock those gorgeous curls, but here's the twist. They feel completely different. Run your fingers through a poodle's coat and you'll feel soft, woolly texture that's almost cloud-like. But a Lagotto's coat? It's rougher, more rustic, like touching a well-loved teddy bear. The poodle's coat keeps growing and needs regular trimming, which is why you see them with those fancy cuts. The Lagotto's coat naturally stops growing at a certain length. Think of it this way. Poodles need a barber, Lagottos need a good brush. This difference actually tells us a lot about their working backgrounds. And speaking of work, you won't believe what these breeds were originally bred to do. Number 8. Size variations. Here's where poodles show off their variety pack personality. They come in 3 distinct sizes: toy, miniature, and standard. You can literally choose your poodle size like picking a coffee at Starbucks. Standard poodles can weigh up to 70 pounds, while toy poodles might barely tip the scales at 6 pounds. Lagottos? They're basically the medium setting. Most weigh between 24 to 35 pounds. It's like poodles said, let's cover all the bases, while Lagottos said, we're perfect just the way we are. This size consistency in Lagottos actually helped them excel at their truffle hunting job. But here's something even more surprising about their intelligence levels. Number 7. Intelligence types. Both breeds are crazy smart, but they show it differently. Poodles are like that straight-A student who aces every test. They ranked second in Stanley Coren's Intelligence of Dog study. They learn new commands lightning fast and love showing off their tricks. Lagottos are more like the street-smart kid who figures out creative solutions. Their intelligence is specialized. They can problem-solve during truffle hunts, but might not care about sitting pretty for treats. A poodle will perform because they want to please you. A Lagotto will perform if they see the point in it. It's like comparing a classical musician to a jazz improviser. Both brilliant, just different styles. But wait until you discover their energy differences. Number 6. Energy levels. Think all curly dogs are hyperactive? Think again. Poodles, especially standards, are like that friend who's always ready for an adventure. They need significant daily exercise and mental stimulation, or they'll redecorate your house with their teeth. Lagottos are more like the friend who enjoys a good hike but is equally happy Netflix and chilling afterward. They're active but not frantically so. A tired poodle is a good poodle, but an under-exercised poodle is a destructive tornado. Lagottos are more forgiving if you skip a day of intense exercise. Picture this. A poodle would organize a weekend camping trip, while a Lagotto would happily join but wouldn't be the one planning it. Speaking of differences, their grooming needs will surprise you. Number 5. Grooming needs. Here's a plot twist. The poodle needs way more maintenance. Those gorgeous poodle cuts aren't just for show. They're necessary because poodle hair grows continuously like human hair. Without regular grooming every 6 to 8 weeks, they'd look like walking cotton balls. Lagottos? They're basically the wash-and-go breed. Their coat naturally mats less and needs trimming only a few times a year. Think of poodles as high-maintenance supermodels and Lagottos as effortlessly stylish Europeans. A Poodle grooming bill could fund a small vacation, while Lagotto grooming is more like a coffee date expense. But here's what's really fascinating. Their historical backgrounds couldn't be more different. Number 4. Historical origins. Time for a history lesson that's actually cool. Poodles strutted onto the scene in Germany and France as duck hunters. Yes, those fancy show dogs were originally getting muddy in marshes. Their iconic cuts weren't for fashion. They protected vital organs while allowing movement in water. Lagottos have an even older story. They're from Italy's Romagna region, where they transitioned from water dogs to truffle hunters when marshlands were drained. Imagine being so good at your job that when your entire industry disappears, someone creates a new career path just for you. Poodles adapted to become circus performers and companions, while Lagottos became specialized treasure hunters. But their barking habits? That's a whole different story. Number 3. Barking tendencies. Here's something apartment dwellers need to know. Poodles can be quite vocal, especially when they're bored or alerting you to, well, everything. They're like that neighbor who comments on every Facebook post. Lagottos are more selective with their voice. They bark when necessary but aren't constant commentators. A poodle might bark at a leaf falling, while a Lagotto saves their voice for actual intruders. This difference comes from their breeding purposes. Poodles needed to communicate with hunters across water, while Lagottos worked quietly to avoid spooking truffles. It's like comparing a town crier to an undercover detective. And speaking of communication, their social needs are surprisingly different too. Number 2. Social needs. Both breeds love their families, but they show it differently. Poodles are like social butterflies. They want to be involved in every family activity and can develop separation anxiety if left alone too much. They're the dogs that follow you to the bathroom because apparently you need supervision. Lagottos are more independent. They love their people but don't need constant attention. Think of Poodles as extroverts and Lagottos as introverts who enjoy socializing but also value their alone time. A Poodle wants to be your shadow. A Lagotto wants to be your buddy. This makes Lagottos slightly better for people with demanding work schedules, but the number one difference will absolutely shock you. Number 1. Health issues. Here's the biggest shocker. Despite looking so similar, they face completely different health challenges. Poodles, especially standards, can be prone to bloat, hip dysplasia, and progressive retinal atrophy. Their genetic diversity varies significantly between the 3 sizes. Lagottos have their own unique concern. They're the only breed known to suffer from Lagotto storage disease, a neurological condition that's thankfully rare but specific to them. However, overall, Lagottos tend to be healthier due to their smaller gene pool being more carefully managed. It's like Poodles traded some health stability for their size variety, while Lagottos kept things simple and consistent. Responsible breeders test for these conditions in both breeds. So there you have it. 10 fascinating differences between these curly-coated cousins. While they might look like twins separated at birth, Lagotto Romagnolos and Poodles are completely different dogs. Poodles are the versatile performers who come in 3 sizes and love being the center of attention. Lagottos are the specialized workers who keep things simple and independent. Both make incredible companions, but now you'll never mix them up again. Which breed surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know if you've ever confused these two. If this helped you become a dog breed expert, smash that like button and subscribe for more amazing dog content. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.